Hey guys, so on Thursday I uploaded a video on my main YouTube channel called Straight Guys Picking Their Assholes out of a lineup. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna put the link down in the video description so that you can check it out. I need to give you some backstory about the video. Here's what happened. I posted, I think maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, a video of women seeing their vaginas for the first time. And it came about because of this conversation that I had with my assistant, and I realized that a lot of women have never seen their vaginas. It was very Orange is the New Black before that episode of Orange is the New Black came out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm sorry that you don't have Orange is the New Black in your life, because you should. Anyway, I posted the video and it got like millions and millions of views, and it was featured in a lot of places. It was also on this podcast called like the Adam Carolla Show. I don't actually follow this guy, but apparently he's like hugely popular. And he talked about the video and he was like, yo, this video is obviously cooked. It's totally fake because how could these women never have actually seen their vaginas? They were actresses, none of this is actually real. And in fact, it was the exact opposite of that. And not to mention that the women in the video, in the vagina video, actually say why they've never seen their vaginas. One woman had struggled with her weight, and so she felt disconnected with her body. Another woman had been raped, and so for her it was out of sight, out of mind. Forget all of that. Guys seem to have this fundamental issue with, well, I see my penis every time that I pee. Someone's looking at me outside. So how could women have not seen their vaginas? Hi. Obviously, vaginas are very different than penises, and that there's a whole history going on there. But all of that aside, it's in a different place. You actually don't see your vagina when you pee. I'm not a vagina expert by any stretch of the imagination. So I was just kind of frustrated by the response by Adam Carolla, and what ended up being a lot of straight guys saying this video is obviously fake. And I thought to myself, well, you know what? It turns out that there's actually a part of your body that you also haven't seen. And that part of your body, of course, is your asshole. So I'm gonna make a video about it. And I didn't want to make an asshole booth because I felt like the women having the vagina booth experience, I didn't want to degrade that, so I had to do something substantively different. So my neighbor was like, do a lineup, have straight guys pick their assholes out of a lineup. And I was like, that's so stupid. And in fact, the most brilliant idea I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm gonna do it. I posted an ad on Craigslist, and it's amazing what people will do in Los Angeles to be a part of a video. So these straight guys, I don't actually, except for one of them, all the rest I didn't know, they were from Craigslist, came over to my house, and because I wanted to control as many variables as possible, I had to have them all kind of do the same thing, which was they had to assume a certain position against a white wall. It was you had to be like this, you had to pull your cheeks apart. They all had to do the exact same thing. That way you couldn't tell from the environment whose asshole it actually was. And so when they were bent over with their butt spread, I was so embarrassed. The funny thing was, for me, a butthole is so personal. I think the equivalent of a butthole for me would be, the closest equivalent would be a vagina. To look into someone's butt, if you looked at my butt, to me that's you're looking inside me, you are looking at me. And for these guys, it's not, their butthole for a straight guy is not sexual. It's just the thing that they take a shit out of. Like my elbow or something, it's just this functional part of your body. There's not really the same weight to it. I was so embarrassed taking pictures of their buttholes. And really, truly, I was zoomed in. I was up in it, and it was not pretty at all. Gay guys think that it's romantic. They're when I talk about this project, gay guys are like, wow, that's kind of hot. You could take pictures of straight guys' asses. And it was not hot at all. It was filthy. It was really kind of gross, and they didn't really take good care of it, and they don't think about cleaning toilet paper off of it and other things. I just won't. It was bad. It was really bad. And when I go to bed at night, sometimes I still dream about it, and it hurts me inside. So anyway, so then the guys actually picked their assholes out of the lineup, and they did a lot better than I thought they would do, truth be told. I thought they weren't gonna be able to do it. And I think they knew their assholes a little bit better than I thought that they would, but that wasn't really the point, because if it was your face, you'd be like, that's me. If it was your penis, you'd be like, that's my penis. But they had to kind of do a process of elimination to figure out which asshole is theirs. So yes, in fact, they don't know their assholes in the same way that a lot of women haven't seen their vaginas. So point taken. Just medically speaking, it's important to be aware of the person, the being, the body that you are, and that you should explore it and discover it, and that's a really good thing to kind of be in touch with it. Pause this video, go into the bathroom. I guess you have to kind of climb up on the counter a little bit to see it, but spread your cheeks and acquaint yourself with your hole. Meet your hole if you haven't already. I think say hi to it. Tell it that I said hi, actually. If you will, then click the like button down below and make sure you actually check out the assholes video if you haven't already. I love you guys, I'll talk to you again soon, peace out. All right, so you are straight, correct?
Yes, sir. Very.
Yeah.
And you are about to pick your asshole out of a lineup.
That's what I'm told, yes.
Yeah, I guess.